Hi, this video will show you how to do research for your argument paragraph from the ICC library databases. So if you've read your instructions, you know that one of your three sources needs to be from the database. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So I want to go to icc.edu. I want to go to Around Campus. I want to hover over the word library and then go ahead and pull over to the word search. So my topic is about Caterpillar, people losing their jobs. So I want to put in some search terms that I think will work there. And I sometimes have to try out different search terms, and that's totally okay. You can click on this if you need help or if you kind of don't know where you're navigating. Our librarians are often there for us. You can see I've already been searching earlier today. I want to hit search. When I get to this window, it may ask me to sign in so I get complete use of all the free resources, and I always do that to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And I actually logged in a little bit earlier today, so yes, it took my login. It's not going to ask for it. So as I'm glancing at these results, they have things like videos. I don't really want to watch a video and write down all the words. You may have experienced through the last assignment with the analysis, the reaction video, that's pretty tiring. So let's not do that for this assignment. I want to click through some of these things to limit my results. So I'm going to make sure it's something available online. I don't want to physically go into the library. I'm going to go to publication date. Let's go to something like 2014. 6 years, I mean, that's fine. If you want to do newer, that's fine, but I definitely don't want to do 1950. It's way too old. Let's go to resource type. I definitely want to include newspaper articles. I don't know what text resources are exactly. I definitely don't want a report. That sounds kind of formal for this assignment. I don't want a reference entry. That would be like an encyclopedia entry. Don't want that. Web resources may be okay. I don't want a journal. That may be a little formal for this assignment. Book chapters are too long. Book reviews are too short. Videos, I don't have time to transcribe anything. And then I want to click on the green button that says Apply Filters. This is going to eliminate some of the results I don't want. So now I've got some different results as I'm glancing down, and I can start paging through. Here's one that I like right away. So I'm going to click on this one. As you click on these results, it's not going to give the article right on front. What it is going to give you is a little page that says, hey, click on this link to go find it in full text. And I do want to read the whole article full text. This window we're going to keep open. You'll notice I've got a lot of different documents open. I'm using Firefox. ICC always says use Firefox, and that does several things. Number one, I have tabs open that I can always go back to and look at. The second thing is whenever I call tech support, they always ask me if I'm using Firefox. So I just use it all the time. It's best for the ICC work. So I'm going to click on this first result and see if it will give me that article. It didn't, but that's okay. I can go back one tab and go, hey, this is the article I'm looking for. You better give it to me. So sometimes these links are broken or something hasn't been kind of perfected yet. We changed over all the ICC databases and how you look for them over the summer, so it's not perfect. But I went ahead and put that in there, search for it, and boom, it came right up. I'm going to click on this link, and it's a pretty short article, but look at this great quote. Wow, 10,000 jobs. So, I need to do this. Yeah, get rid of my definition highlights. So I've clicked on this quote. I really like this quote. I'm going to right click and copy it. Get this one up here. So I want to keep that quote. I'm going to go to my document, and that would work really good right here. There we go. All right, so I like that quote. I'm going to put a quote mark in front of it. I'm going to take off the period. I'm going to put a quote mark in back of it. And then I'm going to get some in-text citation and an MLA works cited entry. So the greatest thing about using these databases is if you go back one page to your original search place, it will say citation. This is awesome. It will say, hey, Sherry, do you want to copy this citation? We made it for you. Now, before, when we did one for the newspaper, we had to create it. We had to put last name, first name, and that takes a while. The ICC database will do it for you. And that's the cool thing about the database. database. Now you only have to use the database for one of your 3 articles, but some students start to like using them and will use it for all 3, so you have that freedom to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I want to make sure it's clicked on MLA, Modern Language Association, 8th edition. If you're doing a scientific paper, you may be using APA, but for our class, we will copy the citation for MLA. I'm going to go to my document. I'm going to go under Works Cited, and I'm going to paste it in. There's a couple things that are goofed up, but it's actually generally pretty good. We want to make sure that there's no uppercase, and you can look under your information on MLA to kind of get all this information about why are some things uppercase, why some things aren't, why some things are italicized, why some things aren't. And this area is a great place to look for that. I'm going to go ahead back to this document. MENA is a report, so I want to make sure that's actually italicized. And then East Peoria we can just put in the way we would usually type it like this. Now I notice that this one doesn't have an author's name. So the one before we had did have an author's name. So we would put a last name in the in-text citation right after the quote. This one didn't have it. And we're like, oh no, what do we do? That's fine. We're going to grab the title of the article and use that instead. So the Modern Language Association understands there isn't always an author's name. It may be done by a corporation or may be done some other way. And that's totally fine. Whoops. I'm going to get into it. There we go. And then put the end in it. That right there. Right. So kind of getting there. Definitely got some little errors in there and some stuff I need to. I haven't even written my whole thing yet, so I definitely need to get writing on this assignment. But for right now, I've got 2 out of the 3 quotes that I'm going to need. I definitely need some writing around each of these. As I get closer to formatting, and there are several videos that will show you how to format, I can start kind of getting rid of all these little markers. I sort of had some notes to myself. What is this? What is this? What is this? I won't need those when I kind of get more accomplished and I get closer to finishing my assignment. I can actually kind of start hooking things up and then say, okay, now I just need to write some stuff around these quotes to kind of make them fit. And then I also need to do my closing sentence. So definitely not done yet. Haven't even done my spacing yet. I got the font right. Got a lot of other things to do, but just wanted to show you how to use the ICC database to go ahead and create a works cited entry and to pop in a direct quote that we took right from that database. And then because we didn't have a last name, we used the title of the article, and the period always goes outside those parentheses. So the period goes outside the parentheses to tell the reader, hey, this is the end of this information. All of this information came from this person. All of this information came from this article. So that's a video on how to use the ICC databases. You can see I have a lot more to do on this assignment, but just wanted to get that down for you. Thanks for watching.